Good morning. It's Harvey Jackson from Seed Grain Marketing, July 3rd. Just looking at the markets here quick. Canola almost flat, a little wee bit down. Rapeseed the same. Soybean oil is up, and palm oil is down a little wee bit. Crude oil flat. Soybeans up 3.5 cents, and wheats are down. Canadian dollar is almost flat. What I'm going to go through today is just going through some of the weather maps that came out last night. So the 8-day accumulation of precipitation, there's a fair bit of rainfall that's happened in Manitoba in spots, and anywhere from over 65 millimeters and down to 10 to 20 millimeters. Sorry. And total accumulated goes into some ranges of 220 to 300 down to 100 to 140 basically. Percent normal is over 150% for a good part of the growing areas in Manitoba. Soil moisture, uh, very wet to wet almost everywhere, except for the odd little area around some of the weather stations that seem to maybe have some problems with their reporting or something. Uh, let's just go through the updates on what the radar is showing. There's some rainfall that's actually happened close to where I live here, and some bands going across Western Canada. Here is the differences in the models again, GFS versus the European model, showing more rainfall happening in a lot of the growing regions, but there's obviously still some differences in the models. The 7-day outlook for the WPC versus the European and GFS, showing some of these wet areas staying wet, and maybe some potential for some of these drier areas over on the eastern growing regions in the U.S. to maybe get a little bit of moisture. Here's your 0 to 5 day temperature anomaly. Is actually looking quite cool in the center of the growing regions in the U.S. and Canada. But when you look farther out, it looks like there's going to be some warming up as we move into the growing region, or growing into the 10 to 15 day. Now, hopefully that comes with some sun as well. So temperature, um, it's it's still quite cool. A lot of areas are really quite hot down farther south. Here's your solar flux, which is your amount of sunlight that we've seen for the last period from June 2nd to July 2nd. These areas that have been getting lots of rain are not getting a whole lot of sunlight. Sunlight makes heat, and plants do need sunlight. Photosynthesis is a real thing. It hasn't been disproven as of yet. Canola, let's just go through this quickly. Canola is slightly down today, uh, not quite getting to some upside targets of the 660, 658. It would be an area to probably get some more sales made, and even here with this little leg that's given us would be a good place to get some sold. Rapeseed, slightly down as well, but getting very close to the upside of the high that we've seen in the last 6 months. Soybean oil is only getting to the 38.2 retracement value, similar to the canola, but with some really strong, a couple of days in there that's actually given all that strength. So yay, need more strength from veg oils. Let's have it happen. Soybeans, not quite the same story. So the oil products are actually doing a lot of the driving here. Here I'm just showing the soybean oil versus canola versus rapeseed and palm oil on a short term, just since June 24th. We've seen a 7.5 increase in the price of soybean oil. Canola is only 5.5, and the rapeseed is 6.2, where the palm oil has basically been flat in this timeline. If we look at it farther back, palm oil is actually down 17.5. Soybean oil is down 1%. Canola is only up 1%, where the rapeseed is up like 14.5. Here's just a quick snapshot of S&D. Just trying to keep this updated, but if planting at a 5-year average minus a low year would be close to 39.2, we would actually end up with a tighter stocks than we currently are seeing if these export and crush numbers actually come true. This year, expected to be 1.7, maybe 1.8 million metric ton ending stocks. That will change this year as well, but expecting crush to go up and potential a little bit more exports for next year. Here's just a different way to illustrate it, just your stocks of use and your ending stocks and how that's actually playing out, just in a different graphical way rather than in a table. Same thing with production, expecting 18.8 million metric tons of expected production. Yeah, just some writing ended up on the screen. That's okay, but just as we see here, the crush is going up and the exports are expected to basically stay flat and not to the values that we've seen in the past. And that's all I have for you. Have a good day.